Hello, Fete up. Hi, mate, it's Aussie Villain. Yeah, no, I'm good, thanks, mate. I'm good. How are you? You're busy? What are you doing? Nothing. Mate, listen, I'm not happy with your attitude this season. I'm not happy with your goal-scoring form either. Yes, I know Manchester City bid 80-odd million for you in the summer, but that was on last season's form when you were scoring from open play. No, you haven't scored from open play, mate. Yes, that is shocking to hear, isn't it? Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to Season 7, Episode 4 at Brentford as we follow in Dean Smith's footsteps. And a change to the schedule today. We're going to be playing Arsenal. It's the biggest game of the season so far. Why would we show that off camera? So we're going to be playing Arsenal. I'll skip over the derby game and then we'll go to Shakhtar Donetsk. Are we hosting them or are we going there? We'll be playing Shakhtar Donetsk in the Champions League in what is now a must-win game, only having taken a point from our first two games. Now, I thought we'd start by having a quick look at the dressing room dynamics. Now, as you would expect, we didn't make too many signings, so everything there, for the most part, is not too good. We've had a little bit of a hit after the Barcelona debacle of last episode. We've got 3 unhappy players, but it's all under control. Farai and Pickford, I was trying to sort of see if we could cash in on them, but we promise we won't sell them. James Garner wanted more first-team football. If we have a quick look at the promises that we've made, we can see James Garner he's going to be fine, and everything else there is, well, it'll all be fine long term, so that's not a problem there for us at all. A quick look at the hierarchy. We can see for the most part we're supported. I don't know why Dan doesn't. He's fickle. Maybe that's why he doesn't like me. But Pickford, Mabry and Rambleton are now the team leaders. McKenna has dropped out now that he's no longer captain, which is fair enough. And Pavlovic really does need to kick up as the vice captain, but yeah, we'll let him do his thing for now. Social groups. I can never really get this squad together, but it's good enough, isn't it? It's good enough. At least we all have friends, and that's the main thing. But a quick refresher of the league table coming into this one. You can see we are joint top with Arsenal and Chelsea. We're hosting Arsenal today. It's Jurgen Klopp's Arsenal. So it's our first, as I said, our first real big test of the season. And of course, we've got that Champions League group there as well, where we need to take 6 points off Shakhtar. There is just no two ways about that. And if the other two teams could draw each other twice, that'd be helpful as well, wouldn't it? All right, let's go and have a look at what we're doing here against Arsenal as we just quickly scroll back. We can see we are the favourites, which is maybe surprising, though we were runners-up in the league last season. Historically, we've not done great. 3 wins, 6 draws, 4 defeats against Arsenal. As I said, Jurgen Klopp is their manager. He was at City last season, you may remember. He got sacked from there, and Arsenal picked him up quick, smart, and he's a very, very good manager, as old Jurgen, and you can see, because they're joint top with us. An attacking, direct style of play. It's Klopp football, isn't it? We know what to expect. We're actually expecting not a number 10, but a DM in this one. Now, again, this means a little bit that we can't necessarily take for granted what we're seeing here in terms of all these other things, but they are a little bit deep, a little bit compact. So we're going to try a few things to see if we can get a hold of them or can take advantage of that. You can see their key passes there. They're a little bit direct, but more or less in that final third. This is a team we're sending out. It is Pickford at goal. It is Vazquez at left back. It is Pavlovic, Suisi and Scott. It's Garner and Rambleton in midfield. It's Ndedi. It's Farai. It's Erkinger as an inverted winger. We've been playing him as an inside forward. We're going to try him as an inverted winger. Hence Vazquez, the more attacking fullback, trying to get down the outside and take advantage of that space. Fete up. He's going to go up top. We can see we've got a very, very strong, very, very attacking bench as well. So let's hope we can get 3 points here. Alright, so we can see the way they're lining up as expected, which is good. We need to improve from last time. I mean, it does kind of expect a much better performance. It does kind of give itself that team talk, doesn't it? I mean, we weren't great against Barcelona, but like I keep saying, they're a very good team. Alright, and here we go. This is, it's important, isn't it? We need to first of all not lose the game, but at home, ideally, I'd like to think we could win it, but like I said, they're a good team. They're in form as well, obviously, so hopefully we'll put a good show up. Farai wins that back. Art picks it up. Can he hold on to possession for us? He's done well there. Back to Scott. Scott goes back to Suisi, and we can build from the back. Garner in there for Ndedi. He was not called up by the French squad, which is a bit of a surprise, actually, given the start to the season he's had. Here we go with Scott. Cross comes in, back post. It's headed away. It's becoming a long old highlight. Early in the game, only the second minute. And what we don't want to do is fall behind here early. Kovacic has it for Arsenal. Can we win it back? I don't like with his header. We can win it back for right. It was a defensive master so far. Erkinger with an early ball forward. Fete up is in here. Fete up sticks it away. And what a finish from Fete. He hasn't been in the best form this season. Been missing a few chances. We had a word to him before this game just saying, come on, mate, lift your form up for us. And he's done just that. So that is excellent, excellent stuff. Ball over the top. Wonderfully taken, and Fete up. That's the Fete up we know and love, isn't it? 5th goal of the season. Erkinger as the inverted winger with the assist. I'm hoping as an inverted winger, maybe he'll be a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for here? Not selfish with his play. Because we've seen as an inside forward. A lot of dribbling, a lot of shooting, but not much end result. So that's kind of what we're hoping for here. Farai picks up the loose header there. Well, not the loose header, defensive header I should say. Chelsea's taken the lead against Forest. So they're the other team, of course, up here at the top of the table with us. There's a good ball for Vazquez on the overlap. And have we found something here with Erkinger as an inverted winger? He cuts in. Can he get onto his right foot? Is he going to shoot? This is Erkinger's thing. Cut inside, have a little bit of a dribble, have a little bit of a shot, and it goes wide. But I still think he's going to be a very good player for us. We just need to harness his strength, don't we? Garner with the ball. Good cross in. Fete up. He's outnumbered. Farai has it. Does he have time to shoot? Not really. And he's nicked off him by Torreira as well. And look at this. Arsenal streaming forward. This is not ideal. Can we hold him out there? Don't give away a penalty. And straight into the arms of Pickford. Wonderful stuff. All right. So far, so good here. Let's tell him to concentrate. I don't like nervousness. Though it is attacking players. So that's maybe a little bit better than it could be. I mean, it's been an even game. It's been one ball over the top that's put us where we are. We'll demand a little bit more. And now I've got to concentrate on my halftime team talk, don't I? And not putting extra pressure on them here. Here we go with Garner. He gets it in there for Scott. Oh, I thought it was going to be a loose pass, but Scott gets to it. Good ball for Vazquez. Can he pull one back? Erkinger's in. Erkinger's in. Erkinger sticks it away. His 2nd of the season. Vazquez with the assist. And that looked as though my plan on that left-hand side there may have just worked. We will tell him to concentrate coming into half-time, but if we can go in 2-0 up, then that will be a wonderful thing. Scott did well to pick out Vazquez on the overlapping run in there for Erkinger, and Erkinger, he does what he should be able to do on a regular basis for us and sticks it away. It's 2-0 now, and we've come straight back. What we don't want is to get back to 2-1, having just made ourselves relatively comfortable here. Kovacic goes wide. What sort of response are we going to get from Arsenal? Oh, I thought maybe there was a chance we could nick that. Salva has it. Can we nick that? Oh, it's gone back. Up is lurking. Up is there. Up is pounced. Can Up almost wrap this up for half-time? Fete up. He does. 2 goals in a minute. Fete up has his 6th of the season. Arsenal's falling to pieces. And it's 3-0 Brentford, and we're not even at half-time yet. Let's give them some praise for that now. They looked ragged, didn't they? And Fete up, the isolated defender, he's pounced. And he stuck his chance away. All he needed was a little bit of a pep talk. Or an Aussie talk, as the case may be. Come on, boys. This is fantastic. I was a little bit concerned. I tell you what, 3-0 at the break. Didn't see that coming. I only had 4 shots on goal. We're mugging him off a little bit, you could say. But, all right, now, halftime team talk. I'm going to... I want to say don't get complacent, but we've seen us come out nervous in the second half when I've done that before. So I'm going to say I'm happy. At 3-0, I really should be happy, but I'm terrified we're going to come out and get complacent. Let's give it an early concentrate. Hopefully that will get rid of any thoughts of complacency. And here we go. Arsenal have possession. Forest has got back to 1-1. If these results could hold, that's a stunning afternoon's work, isn't it? Come on, that's Dean Smith's Nottingham Forest. I believe he's still there, so the great man could be doing us a nice little favour there. Ball forward. Oh, and Pickford's come out, flapped at it, and this is what I mean when I say don't get complacent, or didn't say it as the case may be. Show some passion, boys. It's 3-1. And Pickford again, not necessarily covering himself in glory with this save, is he? I mean, he took it early, maybe caught unawares, but it didn't look particularly difficult to save. And here come Arsenal again. All right, we might need... I mean, you could say we're not looking nervous, but we are giving away a lot of chances. I think I'd rather us look nervous and at least be relatively defensively solid. We'll just back it off to positive and see how we go here. Ramblesson, there's a nice pass to find Erkinger. Vazquez on the overlap. What's Erkinger going to do? He goes himself. Of course he does. Erkinger doesn't have a finish this time. No, straight at the goalkeeper. And a decent response from us there to conceding the goal. We've got a corner now as well. Farai to take. He has a wicked ball on him. That's to the back post. It's down. It's bouncing around. Garner's there. Garner turns it in. Ah, has himself a hat-trick. A little bit of luck. He must have been towing the offside line. But it stuck it in. It's 4-1. And that should now hopefully be that. That should kill off Arsenal's spirit. Fill us with confidence. And how close was Farai to offside? He was fine. What about Arp? Oh, he's just stayed on, I think. Just stayed on. Not Farai. Whoever got that first header. But there we go. That's looking more like it now, isn't it? What we might do, I did put Paolo on the bench. I might bring him on here. I want to try and integrate. I want him getting to start playing well. And we haven't really seen that from him as of yet. He's been a disappointment, if we're honest. But we'll bring him on for Farai. And let's see what we can do here. Ball in. It's not quite sure. Pavlovich looked like he got his head to the ball. I don't know if it hit his teammate there. It was probably Scott. It seemed to bobble around, didn't it? But anyway, let's give him some more praise. Pickford with a goal kick. Goes short for Pavlovich. We have an international break after this. I don't know if I mentioned that. So we don't have to worry so much about resting players. Here we go with Erkinger. Erkinger walks it in. Erkinger to Ndedi. Ndedi's there. And it's Arp. And Arp has 4. Fete Arp. 4 in the 5-1 scoreline. And, well, if I'd known all it took was a bit of a talk to him, I would have done it in pre-season. Fete Arp back with a bang. Erkinger's looking he looks a different player, doesn't he, as an inverted winger. Ndedi unlucky, and Fete Arp, man on the spot, taps it in, couldn't miss. And it's 5-1 to Brentford. I'm glad we showed this game and not the derby game. We've got a free kick here to defend. Pickford's there. Pickford gets it over the top. And I tell you what, this is a statement, isn't it? 2 teams, joint top of the table. Arsenal 1, Brentford 5. The boys in the Soccer Saturday studio would be going ballistic at this one, wouldn't they? Oh, no, there's probably some girls in there now. I haven't watched it this year. I don't know who the new pundits are. I know Merce stayed, which is good because I like Merson, but I was sad to see Letitia leave, but that's beside the point. Goal kick. Can we get to this? Not quite yet. It's gone straight around Scott there. Scott's come back and he wonderfully wins it, and sort of as a tackle pass. Here we go with Ndedi. Can Arp get 5? What's the record for the club, I wonder? No, it's cleared away. There's a few that have got 4. I remember Mark Viduka getting 4 for Leeds back in the day against Liverpool. There's not that many that get 5 though, and could Fete Arp be about to do that? Scott with a little bit of space. He's got a man inside. He gets the cross in. Arp is in the vicinity, but it's headed away. It's dangerous. It's Fete Arp. He does have 5. Fete Arp. What a game this is. It's 6-1. And Fete Arp has 5 of them. Unbelievable, Jeff. Unbelievable, Jeff. We'll stick with the Soccer Saturday theme. What a performance this has been. Arsenal, well, I mean, it's typical Arsenal defending, isn't it? It's a shambles at the back. And Ndedi tees it up for the second time for Fete Arp. And again, he couldn't miss. And again, he scored. And it is 6-1. 5 for Fete. A Fete 5, you could say. Could he get 6? And now, if we get... I don't think anybody ever has got 6, have they? I don't think they have. Are we about to witness a Premier League record? That's a decent shot. And to think, I was worried with the second half that we weren't doing too well. All right, is this the moment for 6? Erkinger takes the corner. It's Brambleson. It's straight to the goalkeeper's hands. Early ball forward. It is... and Chelsea have taken a lead. Wilson's in. Wilson, it's saved. Torreira can't miss. And that's a disappointing way to end the game. It's 6-2. It's a goal fest. That is for sure. We'll just tell them to concentrate. It's unlikely to make a difference, to be honest. But nonetheless, you don't like seeing it happen. First goal of the season for Torreira. But it's still 6-2. It's just a consolation, mate. Just a consolation. That is a wonderful, wonderful performance. And Fete Arp has 5 goals. Is that a club record? It's certainly got. It's in the conversation, isn't it? It's got to be a don't get complacent. But it was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful performance. Arp sends Brentford top. If only we could have had some of those goals against Barcelona, Fete. But a wonderful thing. We've got some money there paid for Pavlovich's transfer. That's money well spent. 5 goals for Fete. Let's go and see if this is a record for the club. So it equals the club record. Jack Holliday, back in the day, in 1933, got 5. And that was in English 3rd Division South. So I don't think that's quite the same standard as the Premier League. So we might give that record, certainly, what's the word looking for? Anyway, we'll give it to Fete Arp. The word I'm looking for has deserted me. But that is a wonderful, wonderful thing. We've absolutely smashed them. Quick look at the league table. That sends us top on goal difference. Is this our year? Guys, wait right there. I'll play through the international window. I'll play through Derby. Then we'll be back for some Champions League football. Okay, welcome back. We're about to face Shakhtar in the Champions League, and we have some good news and some bad news since the Arsenal game. The good news is the under-19s absolutely smashed Shakhtar to pieces, 5-1. Let's hope that's an omen for what's going to happen here. That means they have 6 points now. They beat Barcelona. I think I forgot to mention that last episode. So they're looking in a relatively good position to progress. But the bad news is that Inter and Barcelona had the early kickoff, and Inter went to the new camp and beat them, which is, needless to say, quite devastating. They didn't play with a deep line, did you, Barcelona? You've let him get in behind you. Yeah, so that is absolutely devastating to our chances because, well, I don't think we wanted Inter to go to Barcelona and win, did we? Unless Barcelona can go to Inter and win. Anyway, there is the one game to catch you up on since the Arsenal game. That was against Derby County in the Premier League. So let's go see how we did. We took an early lead through Omar Soleil. Paolo crossed for Vassi to make it 2-0. Before Mabry made it 3-0 at half-time. Rambleson played in Vassi for his second early in the second half, though Derby did pull one back. So we seem to have refound our scoring boots, which is excellent. Vassi got a double in this one, so that's both our strikers, well, also Matt Keach, but both our, let's say, senior strikers, seemingly with their form back in front of goal, which is huge. Yeah, really, really good performance. We gave one of the youngsters, Morrow, a run off the bench. He is developing into a very, very nice player indeed. Look at that, only 18 as well. Shame they got one back, but yeah, we dominated this game, particularly in the first half, and it was very, very nicely done indeed. Let's go and have a look, though, what we're doing. Well, actually, let's have a look at the table first of all, because we are now 3 points clear. Chelsea lost to Liverpool. Arsenal, we already know that we'd beaten them, so we were 3 points ahead of them already. And, well, could we going to win a Premier League this year? We'll find out. It's early days, only 9 games played, of course. But look at the situation of this Champions League group. We have to get 6 points off Shakhtar, or else we are heading to the Europa League for the second half of this season. We are the favourites, I should say here. We are in Shakhtar for this one. We don't know too much about them. We can see how they played against Inter last time out. They lost 2-1, sort of a narrow diamond. So hopefully we'll be able to get the best of them here. Let's have a look at what we're doing in terms of a lineup. Pickford goes in goal. It's Michelotti, Pavlovic, Suisi, and Scott as the back four. Garner and Diallo is back from injury. So he's going to get the start in this one. It is Ndedi, it's Farai, it's Erkinger as the inverted winger again. Fetayap up top. He got 5 against Arsenal. See how many he can get today. So they have come out in the narrow diamond, so that's all fine. It's roughly what you'd expect, isn't it? Some Iwobi's there. They've got some decent players, but you'd like to think we could get the best of them here. Bowen says pick up where they left off. We're in this weird situation now where we've had a couple of really good performances, and you start to worry a little bit about being complacent, don't you? All right, so let's tell them to play your own game, you'll be fine. Let's go with that. Some calm, we have faith. And hopefully we do continue. We've scored, 10 goals in 2 games. So hopefully there will be more of that here. Yeah, I mean, that Inter result, that was probably the last thing we wanted, especially given that Barcelona had beaten us there 3-0. I mean, I don't know quite what to make of that. I might go and have a look and see what Inter did in that one and if there's anything we can learn from it, but yeah, that makes those drop points to Inter really. I mean, it could have been a good result for us if we'd managed to hang on against Inter at home. Here's a chance for Diallo. We're pinging it around nicely. There it is for Fetayap. Fetayap sticks it away. A 10th of the season. Diallo with the assist. Good old Ricky there in midfield, back from injury and looking very, very good indeed. And it's a nice early lead. And let's hope we can keep up our form here now. That we've had a slow start in terms of goals. But hopefully we're about to make up for that in kind. 10th goal suddenly for Fetayap. And he came into this one and we were worried about his goal scoring form. It was a weird one because I think he had 4 goals. But he'd had, I think, 2 penalties and 2 from corners. He really was not looking like, and he was missing a lot of chances. There's another ball over the top. Fetayap is a tight angle. He'll do very well. He has a go for goal. There was Ndedi getting in there late, but I don't think he really had too many options there, did he? But so far, so good. We'll give it a demand more here when we can. We have put ourselves under a lot of pressure in the Champions League now. We have to win. We have to win this. We have to beat them at our place. I'd love a second goal just so we could feel a little bit more secure about our lives here. And then we have to either beat Inter or Barcelona. Probably have to take 4 points off of those two as well, the way it's shaping up. I mean, it will depend on what happens in the second game between Inter and Barcelona, but yeah, we've not made life easy for ourselves, that's for sure. Crossfield ball there, it's intercepted. Can we... Oh, they've gone over the top. Mina is in here. Mina, oh, it's a fantastic... Who was that? Is that Pavlovic? It's James Garner. Gets back, gets a wonderful block in. And we've got a corner to defend now as well. Can we get this away, please, boys? We can. Farai's there. He heads it clear. Not clear enough, though. Can we get a block in? No. Second ball's about the... No, it's not going to come into the box. Never mind, boys. You've done well. They are having a little bit too much possession for my liking. Scott's got that, though. He goes back to Pickford. And let's see where we go from here. Out for Scott. He's got Ndedi in front of him. Ndedi's got Arp in the penalty area. We've got men getting forward as well. He picks the back post out and gets Christian Erkinger. His third of the season. It's 2-0. We did get that second goal before the break. That could be huge. And hopefully now we'll be able to have a nice, relaxing second half. But a good goal on the break. Scott to Ndedi. Ndedi picked out his man, picked his moment. He saw Erkinger coming in, and Erkinger, it's a relatively simple header, isn't it? Third goal, and I tell you what, Christian Erkinger is an inverted winger. He's turned into a revelation all of a sudden. It's just that slight change from an inside forward, and he looks the sort of player I thought we'd signed now. Fete up, he goes back to Michelotti to keep possession. That's all well and good. Michelotti loses out, not quite so good, mate. He gets back, can he win this back for us? What we don't want to do, at 2-0, it looks nice and comfortable. What we don't want is... Oh, James Garner. Wonderfully done, mate. Wonderfully done. Over the top, nice and early. He finds Erkinger. Erkinger has Vete up. Erkinger goes himself, and Erkinger... It's saved around the post. A decent chance. A decent save. And we've got a corner now for Rai to take. Again, it's another decent one, but just too close to the keeper who makes the diving save. But that is a very decent first half from us indeed. 2-0 away from home. I'll keep going with the pleased. It's working for us so far. It worked for us against Arsenal. Oh, how it worked for us against Arsenal. It worked for us against Derby. We haven't looked nervous in the second half of those games, so we'll keep going with it and see how we go. And early concentrate, because I'm terrified we're going to ship early goals. We did against Arsenal, but we scored an early one against Derby, so it worked. It's worked both ways. Let's give it a praise. We're playing well. Do we start to look to rest players, I wonder? We do have Matt Keach on the bench. I think we'd all love to see him get a Champions League goal, wouldn't we? So we might look to bring him on. Farai has that. Goes back out to Scott. Cross comes in towards the middle. Headed away. 2-0. It's still tantalizingly balanced, isn't it? Next goal is huge. Michelotti with a little bit of space. Can he get a ball into the box? He goes back to Garner instead. Garner to Farai. Back to Garner. Out to Scott. We've got a lot of players in the box here. Can Scott pick one of them out? Back post, and it's Christian Erkinger again. A fourth of the season for him. It's 3-0. That should be that. And, well, we are looking all of a sudden like a very, very, very different, very, very good team. Was the Barcelona result one of those? It's like the Southampton 9-0 or whatever it was last season. It's just woken us up a little bit. I've had a word to a few players. I think Erkinger was another player I had a word to, actually. And it's woken him up as well. Arp and Erkinger, that's what they've got 10 goals between them this episode, I think. Alright, so let's get Keach forward. Get him on up front, I should say. There's no one else on the bench I particularly want to give game time to. And let's see if we can get Matty Keach a Champions League goal. Garner, he's played really well this season as well, hasn't he, in that deep-lying playmaker role. Here we go. Farai out wide there for Scott. Can he pick out Keach? He goes back post. Erkinger on a hat-trick, of course, and Erkinger. Was that the post? It was the post. Unlucky for Christian Erkinger. It's been an absolute dominant performance, hasn't it? 3-0. This is what Barcelona did to them in their home ground. I mean, they are looking as though they're going to be the whipping boys of the group. So it's sort of the bare minimum we want to do. What this will do, of course, is catch up the goal difference for us. We should be back to even now. And that's a good, solid away performance in the Champions League. We'll just say well done. So Brentford hammer Shakhtar. That was a really, really good performance from us. Erkinger looks... I'm excited. I was excited when we signed him. He's a very, very good player. And as I keep saying, he just looks now as though we are going to get the best out of him. And I wasn't quite so sure that was ever going to be the case for us. So really, really happy with that. Garcia is there looking at a couple of Frenchies. French people, I should say, shouldn't I? That's disrespectful. Suisi, Ricky, and Eric and Daddy for us. And guys, if you have a quick look at the league tables, we can see we're just clinging on in the Champions League group. Ideally, I think we want a draw in the next one between those two. We go to 6 points, 8 and 7, then it's all to play for. And the Premier League is just looking magnificent right now, isn't it? But guys, as I said, that's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. I'm optimistic. We've got our goal-scoring boots back on. And we'll be back next time for the home game against Shakhtar. And then a massive one as we go away to Chelsea. First versus second as things stand in the league right now. We could take a big, big step towards, not Premier League glory, but certainly on the path to Premier League glory. Take care.